Hello and welcome back to another video here at Meggie Moose Creations. Today I'm going to be making a birthday card. This card is actually going to go to my mum. Her birthday is in a few weeks, and so I wanted to get going on that. Being distracted by things going on outside my window, I do apologise. So I am going to be using this set by Lawn Fawn. It's called Unicorn Picnic. I have the matching dies here as well, so I'm going to be die cutting the images that I stamp. I also have started making the framework for a shaker. I'm going to be putting a shaker on this card, and I also have my glitter that I want to go in there. I got a head start on this as I find them quite fiddly to make, but did manage to find some children's craft foam to be able to make my shaker with. So before I keep on rambling, I am gonna quickly jump out of real time and go potentially to voiceover, but I'm not, probably not. Basically I'm just going to stamp all my images, colour them and cut them out, and then I'll be back to make the shaker with you. Okay, so now I'm going to make the shaker. I'm not entirely sure what kind of card I want on the back, so for now I'm just going to stick these pieces together. I'm not sure how this is going to work. I've never made a shaker like this before, but I wanted to do something a bit different because it's my mum's birthday. So I'm hoping that this will work out quite well. And if it does, I may need to get some more craft foam, because the reason that I don't make very many shakers is because I do not like the faff of having to stick a lot of foam tape together in order to make the shaker. So now I've got to leave the shaker alone so it can dry. I've already got glue everywhere that it shouldn't be, so I'll have to get that off in a bit once this has fully dried. I'm gonna put something heavy on it. This is just my charging block. It will make sure that everything will stay where it needs to be. So I'm gonna move on for now. I have a card base. Oh, I'm gonna have to shimmy the camera. Okay, kind of a big card base because I wanted plenty of room. I want to use the sentiment that come in the same stamp set. Have a magical day, because obviously it's a birthday card. I'm gonna find some card that I want to use and I'll be back in a minute. So I have this piece of paper, scrap paper. I'm going to be putting the sentiment on. Have a magical day. So all I'm going to do, if I put my block on the camera, it's a bit dirty right now, but I'm going to put magical down first. I'm going to put day underneath there and have a there. Have a magical day. I'm gonna stamp that, and then I will cut it to be sentiment that I want. There we go. So I actually just thought somewhere here I have some scissors that cut different, like they're pattern scissors. So I'm going to cut around the sentiment. Just to make it a bit more interesting. So now we also have our sentiment. I don't really like that. That's the good thing about these, is if you don't really like it, you can still change it. Just trim up the edges a bit. And there we go. Looks a bit nicer. Shaker is now all glued together, so I'm gonna go ahead and start putting it together. So first off, actually, what I need to do to take my powder tool, oh, not drop the powder tool, and all I'm going to do is rub in here to make sure that any glue that might be sticky doesn't really stay sticky. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the glitter. I don't think we need any more sequins in that. So all I'm going to do is take my glue . And the foam gives it plenty of room to shake around. Oh, it is definitely not dry. Everything is escaping. Now that my shaker is made, I'm going to start working on the background for my card. I'm going to take pink picked raspberry distress ink, and I'm just going to dot it down onto the card to create the background. I don't know why, I just really love this effect. It's very simple, but it does take a second to dry, so I'm just going to leave it there for a minute, and I'm going to start sorting out my shaker. So all I'm going to do is cut the excess backing paper off of the shaker, and there we go. So then I'm just going to start placing the other pieces around, just to where I think they should be. And I'm also going to place that on there, and then I am going to start sticking down my pieces. So in typical fashion, I've decided that I wanted to change the background, so all I'm going to do is lay down a piece of washi tape, and then I am going cotton wool pads and again the pink background. I just think this one is, even though I really like the effect it gives, I think with the colour that I chose, it is a bit too bright for the colour scheme that I had, or a bit too bold. So I'm going to hope that by taking, I use cotton wool pads because I can't really get any blender brushes at the moment, but all I'm going to do is swipe it onto my card base to create this blended look. Just to even it up a little bit, I'm going to start adding a little bit darker at this bottom corner as well. And I think I'm going to call it quits there because I think that looks very nice. So I am just going to take this washi tape off of my card, free my card, I'll dispose of my paper, and here we go. Now I can get back to what I was doing and place my items where they need to be. Make sure that everything fits where I want it to fit. And I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to take some foam squares and I'm going to start sticking down these pieces around the shaker. I like to lay out my pieces before I start sticking them down, just in case I decide I want to change anything. I think it's really good practice to get into, just so you know where everything is and what you are doing. It actually feels really nice to be able to create something different. I haven't really done any card making in a while, so that is something that is very nice. Oops, let me get that. Okay, so now what we need to do is glue down our shaker. then the other pieces give me an idea where my shaker needs to be lined up. And then I'm going to take my glue again and I'm just going to start sticking the pieces onto the shaker. Okay, so I'm going to add that onto that side, and in the process I'm going to add some more of these foam squares, rectangles, whatever you want to call them. And I'm going to see, as I build it up, how many I need. I'm guessing 3 or 4 will be great. So let's build up 3. We still need another one. Let's add another. I think 4 will do it. So add some glue onto that side, add my, and there we have it. Sentiment is all stuck down, save any foam pieces I don't need. And lastly, I just want to add some extra sparkle, so I have some little gem stickers that I just wanted to spread about. Let's glue together. And there we have it. I actually really like this card, and I know that my mum will too. Everything is just falling. Here we go. Here is the card and the shaky. Perfect. So I'm going to leave it here and say a very big thank you for watching this video, especially if you've got all the way to the end. I know it's been a bit shaky, I haven't really been making any cards lately. So a very big thank you. All of our links to our social media, Patreon, Etsy and Redbubble shops are all down below, so please check us out, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.